Hello, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today to check out this magnificent video that was highly recommended today. I hope everyone is doing well today. Feel free to follow the Twitch and Patreon down below in the description. Today, I bring to you 11 things not to do in Australia. Must see before you go. Now, I believe I checked out one of these videos before, but a lot of you guys were telling me, check out an updated version, you know, from an Australian's point of view. I don't believe the last one was an Australian. I think it was actually an American, you guys were telling me. So, let's go ahead and check out this video, man. Highly recommended by my fellow Australians. Thank you kindly, And here we go. I see this big behind croc. It's the first thing I see. I don't even know if I want to hit play now. What's it gonna say? What not to do? Don't go up and pet them? Take pictures? Who want to get close to this big behind freak? Nobody will get close to him. Oh, here we go, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Australia is many things. It's a continent that makes up the 6th largest country in the world and is home to some of the most dangerous creatures on the planet. And no, I'm not just talking about Australians. With a little over 8.5 million people visiting each year, tourism is a huge part of Australia's economy. That being said, there are a number of things to look out for when you're there, so let's get right into it.
Okay. Look out for those snakes, sharks, crocs, kangaroos.
Number 1. Don't stray from the path. With over 66 different venomous species, which is the 3rd largest concentration in the world, by the way, it's important to know where you are at all times. Now, this is especially true if you plan on trekking or camping.
Don't that make you itch? That'll give you goosebumps, stuff like that. I don't mind it, but like, just, you know, it caught me off guard. I seen a crazy ant pile yesterday. And like, I looked down at the ground and I was like staring for a couple seconds and I was like, man, I'm hiving up. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like,
important to know where you are at all times. Now, this is especially true if you plan on trekking or camping in the outback, with things like the common brown snake, box jellyfish, and crocodiles. There's no shortage of dangerous animals here, so it's important that you stay on the path when you're exploring. And that goes for warning signs as well, because while it may seem funny to some people from different countries, here they're very real and should be taken seriously.
For real, very seriously. We can't just be ignoring these signs.
Number 2, don't underestimate the cost. Australia is known for having one of the highest living costs in the world, and traveling there is no different. Now, of course, this is all subjective depending on where you go and where you're from, but it still might surprise you to hear that a beer costs around $9 Australian dollars, and a meal at a mid-range restaurant costs around 40. Now, all in all, if you're—
Oh, what? $9 is a little bit crazy, you know? That's like amusement park prices, you know, like I'm at Disney with the family type of prices. Ain't nowhere else to go and get this. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Compared to over here, yeah, that's crazy. 40 for a meal? It better be for like a couple. It better be for like a couple. 40 for a meal? I'm cooking. I'm cooking at home. We're not eating out. I'm cooking at home. Most Australians, do y'all eat out or do y'all cook at home? Let me know. I mean, it's nice outside. Look at the weather. The sun don't go down to what, 9 o'clock probably? 9:30? What? What time does the sun go down over there? I mean, come on. You're outside all day enjoying the weather. You out and about doing what you do. I want to be in the crib. Nobody got time for that. Nobody want to be in the crib all day, man. Unless you working or you doing something, you know? But
really trying to save money, you can get it down to around 100 Australian dollars per day. And I'll just throw that number out there as an average. But between transportation, food, and lodging, the prices can get a bit expensive. So it's important that you price out your trip accordingly.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. Since you're telling me it's gonna be that expensive.
Number 3,
for
and
one
this is a
meal?
short one. Don't say shrimp on the Barbie. Now, this phrase was popularized by a 1980s ad with Paul Hogan, who was later in Crocodile Dundee, and it was sponsored by the Australian Tourism Commission to try to bring in international travelers. But this is absolutely not what an Australian would say. If they would even use that phrase at all, they would say prawn, not shrimp. So don't make it more annoying than it already is.
Hey. I gotta go to that place right there. This is the best close-up I have ever seen of this place right here. Nice.
Number 4, drinking in Australia. Now for this one, I'm mainly talking about major cities, specifically Sydney, so don't quote me on the rest of the country. But in Sydney, you can't get a beer after 1:30 in the morning because they have something called a lockout law, which means no one is allowed in or out of bars past that point in time. And their last call is at 3 in the morning. And of course, don't drink and try and drive because they have one of the lowest blood alcohol content levels, 0.05, before you can be arrested. And last but not least, don't order Foster's beer. That's not an Australian thing, that's an American thing. Instead, try and order a bottle of Bundaberg. My Aussie friends will know why I'm laughing. Number 5. Don't underestimate its size. Australia is a country with about 25 million people, and because it's a continent, it's made up of almost 7.6 million square kilometers. And despite the fact that the majority of its population is clustered around the coasts, in urban areas, it still means that as a tourist, it's going to take a long time to get from place to place. So it's important to take a look at exactly how long it's going to take you to complete your itinerary. Number 6. Don't always tip. Now, unlike some countries, tipping isn't required in Australia, and that's mainly because their minimum wage is the highest in the world, at around $18.93 an hour. Now, in places like the US, waitstaff require tips to earn a living wage, because the national minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Now, if you have great service, for sure you should tip the person. All I'm saying is you won't be scorned like in the US if you don't. Number 7, don't rely on public transport. Now, because Australia is so big and so spread out, public transport is difficult to find outside major cities. You know, it's not like Europe where you can take a train to a small town, hop off, and then hop onto another train to another small town. Australia is just too big for that to be feasible. So you're better off finding other ways to get around. Number 8. Don't talk about immigration. Now, forgive me if I have to generalize a bit in order to get the point across, but for the most part, many Australians dislike the way that the government handles immigration, whether they're anti-immigration or whether they're disgusted by the way the government handles refugees.
Really? That's the first time I'm hearing about this issue. What y'all think about this? My first time I'm hearing about this problem right here.
Of course, there's all the people in between, but the bottom line is that immigration is a big deal in Australia, and it's easier to avoid the topic.
Very diverse country.
Number 9. Don't take anything personally. Now, Australians always seem to be joking around, and insults are one of the ways that they do that. But don't make the mistake of thinking they mean anything by it. There's a funny saying where you know that an Australian doesn't like you if they don't insult you, because it means that they actually think there's something wrong with you and that it'll offend you. Go figure. So take everything with
See, we living in two different worlds. Two different worlds, man. And that just goes to show America's got to have a little bit more sense of humor. We got to stop taking things to heart so seriously, man. Start taking things more lightly. Life is short. Not everybody's always trying to act tough with us and big. A simple joke is okay, man. It's okay to laugh sometimes, you know? People just be mad all the time. And it's like, bro, you need to cry. You need a hug. Just cry. And just accept your hug, and that's it. Live your life. You back to normal. People are a little more defensive when it comes to that. Just cracking a joke. Somebody might take that serious. So if I go out to Australia, you know, I know how to adjust really easily, but I already have like an open personality towards everyone. You know, like I accept everyone. I catch on to jokes very easily. I catch on to British humor. Come on, man. I catch on to Canadian humor. I catch on to it, man. I've been watching films and movies and studying the humor for a very long time. So believe me, man, if I go to Australia, I'm gonna be cool.
Grain of salt.
Let it fly, I don't care. Cracking jokes right back.
Number 10. Don't be afraid to say hello. Australians have a pretty well-deserved reputation for being laid back. And like I was talking about before with the kidding around, they're good at taking things in stride, which makes it easy as a tourist to make friends. And talking to people is a must.
Definitely, especially when you're out there as a tourist. Come on, man. You can learn from the locals. I'm taking it as a chance, to learn. Maybe experience. Maybe the locals know a couple hidden spots or places to go check out. Maybe they willing to show me. Let's go vibe out. You can learn history from the locals about places, the best places to eat, and just go walk around. Maybe go to the beach. Maybe any museums or something. Stuff like that, man. Maybe go check out the stores, check out the price differences, this type of items y'all got. Come on, there's so much. Go to amusement park. Y'all got amusement parks, right? I mean, come on, of course. Water parks, all that.
Last but not least, number 11. Make sure you enjoy Australia.
Yes.
Australia is such a cool place with so many fun and interesting people. And there's so much to do there. It's important to keep in mind that these are all general guidelines and tips that I find out while I was there. And I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time while you're there.
Hey, they got skydiving in Australia. I never been snorkeling. I never been parasailing. I never been skydiving. I want to go jet skiing. What else we got? I think that's it. I've never done any of those things. I know some of you are probably surfboarding. I've never went surfboarding. I went boogie boarding, but I have never went surfboarding, man, like actually stand up and everything. Now I could ride a boogie board. I'm talking about I go out there deep and bring it back to shore like this on my belly. Cool. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. But a surfboard is something different, right? At big waves, you gotta know how to swim crazy for that. And they got sharks in. Let me see. I don't want to miss out on the rest of this video. What else we got? See what he doing. That boy skydiving. I never went skydiving before. That looks really fun. The first few seconds is probably really scary. Once you jump out, your stomach probably drops. But then you're good. You're in the air gliding. Getting a glimpse of the view. The Australian wildlife. The nature. They done gave us an ad in the middle of my speech. Hey, that's the end of the video, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Is this a real bird as well? Is it really that blue? It's like a nice royal blue. It's like our shirt. It's like nice and blue. Is that a real bird? Let me know. Look, I seen it from the peripheral. Everyone feel free to follow my Twitch and Patreon in the description down below. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, man, and what are some things you would like to include to this list. 11 things not to do in Australia as a tourist, of course. Everyone stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.